Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this session. My name is Farhad Arvin. I'm with Chuvia IoT Solutions. We are a company based in Irvine, California. We represent, distribute MileSite IoT products. MileSite is a LoRaWAN hardware manufacturer in China. You know the topic, I'd like to skip to this page and tell you why we chose this topic for today. If you see the numbers here, well, it says in 2021, there were 67 billion. It was the value of the market, smart building market. And it's going to go up to 328, which is like eight times more, right? And it's going to happen in a very short period of time. So that makes this vertical smart buildings a massive market to consider. So how can MileSite help whoever is looking for smarter solutions in buildings? So smart buildings, there are buildings with automations. And we know many of those old buildings, they lack of this type of sensing solutions to gather data, monitor, and get alerts and take the proper actions at the right time. So that's the definition of a smart building. That means there is an automation in place. We can control the environment by sensing different type of factors, and we can take actions. When a building is not smart, these are the main challenges. And I'm pretty sure you know many of them. If you're familiar with this term, smart building, we don't have data, so we cannot analyze anything. We cannot learn from the data over time to predict anything. There is no automation, so we can't take actions. We don't have efficiency in terms of air quality, light, or the environment, the air composition. And then there is no flexibility to make the energy consumption, water consumption, or other type of resources more efficient. So MileSite utilizes the LoRaWAN technology. LoRaWAN technology is wireless. So first of all, it means it's easy to install. There is no wire. We don't need those technicians and hassles to implement and make a building smarter. Long battery life, I would like add this everlasting battery life. MileSite is coming with these new awesome sensors with these tiny solar panels. Peace of mind in terms of the battery, but because the technology is designed in a way that transmits low amount of data, and the battery life can last up to years based on the data transmission amount and the frequency of data transmission and the application we're talking about. And then it's long range. It's easy to create a vast area cover, unlike Wi-Fi solutions. Let's imagine you have this building with 10 floors and you want to add hundreds of sensors. With Wi-Fi solution, it's going to be costly because you need many of those hotspots, repeaters, access points. But with LoRaWAN, it's super easy and cost effective to create the network because the technology is designed in a way that can reach hard-to-reach areas and penetrate, let's say, cement walls much, much better than the other wireless technologies. And there are a couple of options for deployments. Makes it highly secure or less secure but cost effective. And then we have MileSite has this integration with BACnet. What's BACnet? BACnet is actually a communication protocol, a standard in terms of building automation. It is important because as we speak, there are many manufacturers out there that are making cool stuff for building automation using this technology. This is standard, actually, communication protocol. LoRaWAN, MileSite LoRaWAN solutions is already integrated and talks to this standard. That means it can act as an add-on, and we are not dealing with a separate, totally dedicated, separated, isolated solution. It's going to act as a part of existing building automation. MileSite uses different type of technologies like AI algorithm. They have these cool camera sensors that uses AI technology, or they use ToF or infrared lights to detect people presence and occupancy in different environments. I'll skip to the sensors to save time. I'd like to go over this as well real quick. How we can energize buildings. There are a couple of those aspects like HVAC system control, space utilization, smart water. I'd like to add smart gas detection as well, because as we speak, people are dying, and it's a major problem in the United States. And let's imagine how it works now when there is a gas leakage in this residential area where there are many apartments. It's so likely many of them, they're not even occupied, and someone smells. We need to be lucky this amount of time when we identify the problem is short. And then this guy is going to call 911, and those firefighters, they will be on their way, right? And it's going to take them at least 10 minutes. So we are losing time, and then the big problem begins. They have promised their family to get back home safe, but they don't know what's the actually major issue there. They don't know the exact location of the leakage, and they don't know how bad it is. Is it possible to just break the door and open some windows, or that they need to be super cautious? Now imagine we have this MileSite gas detector in all those apartments. The moment there is unusual activity, gas leakage, the moment, the sensor is going to send an alert to the application server, and the application server is going to call authorities, firefighters to be on their way. So, minimum delay, almost zero. And besides, when the firefighters are at the location, they know the exact coordinates, and they know how bad the leakage is. So they can take the prompt actions at the most efficient way. Here's a couple of different cool and perfectly designed sensors by MileSite. These are the most popular sensors, and indoor air quality sensors. They are selling thousands of them. They had this big project last year in Canada, installing 47,000 of these indoor air quality sensors in Canada in multiple locations at schools, because they did care about the air quality where children are actually going around teaching and living, technically, daytime. And then they have this IoT controller that removes the gap between the existing analog devices and the new technology, digital world. You're talking about LoRaWAN. So this controller can let's say, turn on and off the AC controller based on sensing other factors by other LoRa sensors. And then we have gateway. This guy's job is obviously collecting data from all sensors around and transmitting data to the LoRaWAN network server. Can you help me, please? Sorry. Okay, let's go to other products. These very recently hot products, uh, people presence, counting, occupancy. This very new products, this uses the TOF technology, infrared lightning to detect people. You can install this at the entrance of each building, and then it's going to count people going in and out. And the beauty of this well-designed product is it's 99.5% accurate, which makes it unique in the market. They have this, I mentioned earlier, they have this camera, AI-enabled camera that can, over time, track people's in a room and their behavior and give us more accurate data over time. They have this specially designed bathroom occupancy sensor. I need to add all these sensing devices. They're all 100% anonymous. I've been speaking with people asking about those, dots. They think they're cameras and they are taking photos from people, but that's not the case here. So bathroom occupancy is using two different people sensing technologies, PIR and TOF. And then we have this new product, again, desk occupancy. That helps us to control, let's say, in a big business building, to see who is there, who is at his desk and who is not. This is a great story. See, when we talk about making energy consumption more efficient, it may look like small amount of energy usage reduction in each case. But when we're talking about multiple locations, hundreds of locations, that the numbers are gonna be very, very big and the results are massive. And there are other applications and type of sensors like this one, leak detection sensor. They have spot leak detection that can save buildings, server rooms, any type of technically facilities, residentials, because we've seen cases, and I'm pretty sure you know that, there are times there are leakage in a building and they're not detected for years. And when we notice that leakage, it's too late and the damage is massive. So these little guys, they can sense water leakage and then they can notify us before anything goes wrong and we can't undo the damage. This is another great success story. They helped this city in Hong Kong with this trash bin management. I know it sounds a little bit weird because it's totally new application and use case. That helps the utility, let's say waste management utility companies. They can install this distance detection LoRaWAN sensor inside the bins. So they have this real-time data of the amount of trash inside each bin. So instead of doing those regular transfers and checking even empty trash bins, we'll have fewer dispatchings, and then we'll go and check those trash bins with almost full capacity. That's going to reduce the labor costs. That's going to save the time, energy, and money, of course. Okay, and then this is a cool picture because we are running out of time. A cool picture of all different type of MileSight sensors and applications. They can make buildings smarter and the most efficient way. MileSight has the awesome hardware. Besides, they have this application server, which is a cloud-based server, helps you get everything visualized and getting alerts and reports and control the environment in a smarter way. Thank you so much for your taking the time, and that's it. And I'm here for your questions. Thank you so much.